DMV all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California, ayy.
New York, Texas, Midwest, it all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California, ayy.
I got some out in Dallas, now I'm smelling like LA. Met it from Miami to the Machiavelli. Left the kids on the belly, left the vid on my celly. She ate like spaghetti, I'm hitting gas and Dreddy. Met some killers in Memphis, like they from Oakland. Give me my flowers while I can smell them. Ain't talking about roses, literally I'm lean. Mix it like a bought it in Nashville. Then I woke up in Tulsa, Oklahoma. It's sunny, California, but nothing like Compton. It's more like Calistoga, and it's hot as Arizona. I pop me a Fresno, hard colder than Minnesota in October. Don't interrupt, darling, I'm in the zone. Why does everywhere I go just remind me of home? You know that state of gold with the bed. Them other places come close, but they don't compare. Now I've been to New York, come on, Texas, yeah, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California, AATLMIA-DMV all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California, ayy.
California, there's no place like California.
Fresh off a flight to Boston, got a BZ in Maryland that I pipe too often. Headed right to Austin, most likely flossing. Tight exhausted, high as a forklift. Handful of goons out in Colorado. Any given afternoon, you can catch a hollow. Honestly, it's the same out in Richmond, Virginia or California. Either state, you can get it. I done seen everywhere from Russia to Delaware. Trust me, I'm well aware. Barcelona to Bel Air, Petty to the Detroit. Don't tell him he saw how heavily he balls. Every project, every seashore. And I ain't content trying to see more. Nomadic, I probably wind up alone. All it takes is a melody to remind me of home. Now I've been to New York, come on, Texas, yeah, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. This week, we've got teams who went in opposite directions last week. With that, we'll get you out to Oakland. So we'll hand it over to our colleagues, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, after an off-season of questions, football is back here in the East Bay at Oakland, California. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Los Angeles Rams and the Oakland Raiders. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. First and 10, here's Carr, and he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
On second down, here's Carr. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Well, sometimes we talk running backs, sometimes we talk wide receivers. Walford, the tight end in this unit, very important.
Clive Walford, a terrific player. Knows how to work the inside portions of the field, but also can surprise you and get deep.
Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And it's knocked away and incomplete. And now Cooper, slow to get up. Staying down after that last play. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The one running back is Gurley. On first and 10, Bridgewater. Throws left side, complete to Brandon Marshall. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. A second down throw for Bridgewater. He's got him in, complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Down throw for Bridgewater. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to find a man, Brandon Marshall. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Higbee, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Now Carr throwing on second down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The big tight end, Clive Walford, the intended target. And it's 3rd and short. The starters on defense here for Los Angeles.
Mark Barron entered the league as a safety, but really plays much more like a linebacker. One thing we always notice at the end of every game, his stat sheet is full.
Carr now to throw. And And this is going to be incomplete.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding third and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They go play action here on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Amerson. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. On second down, here's Carr. Finds Roberts left side. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one good for 10 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. Still in search of the first down after that last completion. Now Carr. He finds Roberts complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football, but they face a second and long to start things out. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And Davis has it over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. On first down, Carr. And he rifles one incomplete.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off, or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a third down. From the gun now on third down, Carr. That's caught at the 1. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Second down, the ball on the 2 here, second and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Latavius Murray, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And that was textbook 3-4 defense. Normally the defensive line just eats up blocks. In this case, they ate up the blocks and still made the play against the running game. Really, really nice job.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down.
Let's go.
Again they run with Gurley. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The defense came out with a look that they had prepped for all week to attack. They took advantage, got the first down.
And the key words in there, prepped for all week. They really studied them, understood their tendencies, knew what they liked to do, and prepared their game plan accordingly. And boy, the payoff was good.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. They were trying to go to Marshall that time. That'll bring up second down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Second down following the incompletion. Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. That's strong running. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with third and still 7 yards to go. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now a first carry for their fullback. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Marshall, the lone receiver on the left side. Bridgewater. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. They were trying to go to Marshall that time, and that'll make it third down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. On third down, Bridgewater. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. 1:57 to go in this first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They come up in an offset eye, and they're going to go soft on the corners. Throwing on first down is Carr. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Throwing now is Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Marshall will be the lone receiver right. Bridgewater now on second down. And a catch made by Kenny Brett. 13 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a third down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys will worth their weight in gold.
Bridgewater, and they'll set up the screen to Gurley. A big play there on the screen pass. 33 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. Give him 3 on the gain there, second and goal. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Shift together here from the D-line. And they'll try and he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Jared Goff, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are in for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
All right, here we go.
Now Carr throwing on second down. And Davis has it over the middle. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And the wideout in motion. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So 5 yards remain now. Still first down. They'll play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. He took a hit on that last play. Now let's see how he and the offense respond on second.
We ready? Wide and yay.
So we have reached half. Well, we're going to let you off a little easy there, LR. Halftime interrupted, and we are ready to get to this third quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Second down following the run. The one running back is Gurley. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roam now. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On the counter, Gurley. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. They had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he was being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
Here's Bridgewater. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They give him 12 yards and a first down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And a first carry of the game here for Trey Mason. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
And Khalil Mack does what he does so well. Creates a little havoc in the offensive backfield. Another tackle for loss.
The 5th overall pick in 2014 from Buffalo. That's where he played his college ball.
Just think, when he went to college, he had 2 scholarship opportunities. Buffalo was one. Do you know the other?
I do not.
Liberty University.
Wow.
How about that?
It's worked out okay for him, though.
Worked out quite well, and Oakland loves him. Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
Fresh set of downs here. Gurley again here on first down. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. 7 yards to go on 2nd down. On the toss, it's Gurley. Down right around the 25. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
It's Gurley. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And Zerline's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a
rush coming, and he's taken down. Mark Barron not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Here we go. Wide and yay.
Back now in the East Bay. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. That was second down run for Murray. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Here's Marquette King now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. The slot man in motion right. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
They come out here in the eye. Now Gurley. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
So out come the Raiders. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Carr now to throw. Connects it to Roberts, right side. And he's brought down. 12 yards on the pickup, and that'll be good for an Oakland 1st down. A good start there on 1st down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Robert Quinn in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. On 2nd down, here's Carr. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime. From the gun, it's Carr. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the 1st down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Yeah, that's 3rd down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Throwing here, Bridgewater. Throws left side, complete to Brandon Marshall. And he's brought down after a good gain. A gain of 32 that time.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield. Those guys made that play possible.
Here's Gurley. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Rams add on to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. Defensively, there's still 3 timeouts. Do you even need to use them at this point?
I think a lot of coaches do it anyway, and it seems like cosmetics to us.
Does it just send a message you're not quitting?
Send a message that you're not quitting. Let your team know you're going to battle all the way, and you're always hoping for that ultimate miracle that something will happen, you'll pick up the ball and score, and you'll have a chance one more time and maybe on an onside kick, but not likely.
Bridgewater here to throw. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't.